100%, 155%.
And you told her that?
Oh, throughout the whole time that the build-up to it, it was just... couldn't say anything more to try and stop it. But
how much money do you reckon? Because she had to fly... Where did she go? Thailand?
Went to Thailand. That's just on the first one.
Oh,
so, yeah.
The
yeah,
first
there was
one?
two, yeah, because one went wrong, so... Yeah, it was sort of a bit of a nightmare.
But quite a lot of money?
Yeah, quite a lot, yeah. I don't know if you'd call it a lot, but yeah, in my eyes...
Yeah, but could you have thought of other ways of using that money at the time?
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of ways that I'd have thought of definitely using the money.
Has that come up in arguments then, since then?
Yeah, it comes up a lot, yeah, really, because it's had a big impact on the future of our relationship.
That much?
Yeah.
So what would you like to change in your relationship if you could change anything? Honestly.
Just the coldness, the way she went, sometimes she goes about things and it's just, she can be too, I suppose in a way, she'll say the same about me, that I can be selfish, but that pure thing was like a bit cold and it's just for her own happiness, and it's actually backfired, and it's...
How long ago was this cosmetic surgery?
How long ago?
Yeah.
Look, I'm not good with dates personally, but it's probably in the region of about 6 or 7 years ago.
And it's still affecting your relationship now?
Yeah.
Wow. Let's meet her. Please welcome Rachel. So, Rachel, does it come up, does what you did in the past, does that come up again and again in arguments?
Yeah, it still comes up now.
In what kind of way? What does Alan say to you?
Well, he holds it against me that I've spent money on it and I've changed my appearance.
And what did he think about your changed appearance? That first time you came back after the first operation, did he like it?
No. Hated it.
What did you have done then?
I had a nose job, but it went wrong.
And you hated it?
She had a disaster go on, seriously, yeah, I hated it, yeah.
When you looked at her...
Absolutely hated it.
When you looked at her, was that the girl that you got to... Because you've been together, what, 10 years? When you looked at her?
I was sort of... don't know, I couldn't believe what I'd let go ahead, really. It was like, I just thought, no, I don't know, I thought I know.
And that still comes up in arguments?
Yeah.
So, do you wear the trousers in the relationship, do you think?
Yes.
Oh!
No, right.
Do you think you need to, though?
Yeah, he can't even empty the bath.
So what can't he do? Take me through what men are useless at.
He doesn't cook, clean, he doesn't empty the bath, he doesn't... When was the last time you made a bed?
You're going over the top. You know that I do clean up.
He must be good at
anything. If I do something, it's wrong, so you go, I'll do it anyway. So you've ended up doing everything, haven't you?
And what about finances, then? Is he good with money?
No, if I gave him the bank card, he'd be worse than me.
So you feel you have to do everything?
Yes.
So when you said if you gave him the bank card, who has the bank cards?
Me.
Who sorts out all the finances?
Me.
Then? The account's in whose name?
Mostly mine, but we do have a couple of joint.
So if you could change anything about the relationship, what would you change?
Just to be more equal, really, and just that I could trust him to be able to do things.
What, he's too much of a kid, or he's too much of an idiot, or what? What are you saying? What are you saying?
You said it.
Oh! Well, no, I'm asking you. I mean, why can't
No, he's just scatty.
And you're happy being...
I could agree with that sometimes. I can be scatty, yeah.
So, do you wish, if you turn back the clock, do you wish you hadn't had that cosmetic surgery?
No, because I think it's made me...
That's not true, though.
I would have gone about it in a different way. I would have had it done in England rather than going abroad to have it done first time. But I think it's my life experience, and you go through life making mistakes, and it's my mistake to make.
So he shouldn't throw that back in your face?
He's made mistakes in the past, you know,
Fair enough, that's okay, I'll agree with that, but she's admitted she's made a mistake, and she should have had it done.
But I've admitted it, and I can't change that now,
so why does it keep coming up?
Yes, he can't let go.
Do you wish he was more of a man?
What, just on... Are we going on this decision, then? I should have been a man and said, right, no.
I'm talking about in general.
No, I'm just going on that decision, like, that's why we're here today. And if I was a man, I'd have said no. Should I have been more of a man, then?
No, I think we should have discussed it more and been more equal, but it was still my choice.
So who didn't discuss it, then?
Me.
Ah, so you're saying you were not only wrong to make the decision, you were wrong not to actually discuss it?
I went through every step. Go and speak to somebody that knows about the consequences, what can happen if
If it goes wrong.
Yeah. And she would have none of it. This is my decision, I'm going and doing it. Is that being a grown-up lady? Well, a grown-up man would try and talk someone, guide them through it, wouldn't they, or not? Who agrees? I don't know. Anyone in the audience? That's what I think.
But what interests me is that all these years...
I'm speaking the truth.
Yeah, but what interests me, all these years later, it is still an issue. Yeah. Yes. Stand up for me.
Did you use the money for the surgery from your own account, or was it from joint accounts? Because if it's your own money, I think this was more your decision. But if it was joint money, then it should be like a equal decision.
Good question. Yeah, thank
The
you.
first one was from my own accounts, and the second one was out of some of our wedding fund to rectify.
And that's part of the problem, is it? Because
you've always got to think a couple of steps ahead. I'm always thinking of the future, you know, family, or doing something to your house, you know, refreshing things in the home or whatever.
So you think that money could been put to better use?
Definitely.
All right, so, Jeff, what do you reckon?
Yeah, I'm going to detract from the job situation because you gave a really great impression as a couple. I think you're very together and you're certainly not the worst sort of case that we'll ever see on a Trisha stage.
I hope not.
But after 7 years, this nose situation shouldn't be kept being mentioned. I can't help but feel there's an insecurity issue sort of behind it. Obviously, the nose job is an improvement.
Is it? Is the nose job an improvement?
The second one, yeah.
Yeah, and does that...
Well, hang on, do you agree with that as well, Alan?
No, because when I fell in love with Rachel, when you first meet eyes and you have that physical attraction, that's what I actually fell in love with her for.
And she's not the same girl that you fell in love with facially?
No.
It's beautiful, but...
don't get me wrong, okay, but then from you and the audience and everyone else, it's quite... to be in my shoes, it's something that no one else can experience. And
of course it's difficult.
You can't sort of...
We haven't seen what the old Rachel looked like, so that's what you're saying. Yeah. So he's saying he fell in love with the original Rachel, warts, bumps, whatever and all.
Yeah. That's it. Yeah.
All I know from experience is, say, like, we relate it to other plastic surgery, boob jobs, men that are with their partners and they then have a boob job, all of a sudden they realise that other men notice that person more. I just think that maybe that might be the case. It was an improvement, and maybe that made you feel a little bit like, oh, hello.
No, it wasn't.
Rachel, I'm going to go with one. She likes the idea.
I mean, you could look at it, but it changed the way, the physical attraction from myself.
He met me when I was 15, and he's got a few more wrinkles. Everybody changes physically anyway.
Yeah, but I didn't pay £7 for him, did I? That's the difference.
You paid £7
They're free.
I have to agree with Jeff that I think you're feeling a little bit insecure.
Insecure?
About...
No, not at all. Not at all. I could stamp that out straight away, Nikki. Honestly.
OK, fair enough. But if you fell in love with Rachel, surely you fell in love with the person, and even if she shaved all her hair off,
that's
you'd still be in love with her.
I'd still agree with that. I still agree with that. But what you still can't understand, there's just something inside me that... When I saw Rachel and actually looked into her eyes and she was the way she was, she wanted to go and change that just before I was getting married. That made me... It went through something that I had to see horrific changes in her, Nikki.
Well, while you're here, if you do want to talk to Tina, one of our counsellors, about putting in some stepping stones, and I'm working out that once you've done that, this flipping nose job, whether it took place or didn't, isn't going to matter so much. It's what it represents. I think that's what's niggling away at both of you. Yeah?
Yeah.
Give it a go. Okay. Be my guest. All right, now Marilyn reckons that men have forgotten the meaning of romance. Yes. She complains that she wants to be wined and dined, whereas men want to be fed and then go straight to bed. And you're agreeing! All right, Marilyn believes that men think that she's an easy lay because she's attractive. We will meet Marilyn next.